Man, Crackle Barrel cannot catch a break. It is absolutely insane watching them fall over themselves every 2 seconds. Now, this time it's not necessarily their fault, but let's just say it is for fun to roast them a little bit for all the dumb decisions they've made. Hey, they still haven't fired the CEO, so I think all is fair in love and war and days old biscuits. Look, dude, I just wanted a delicious biscuit and you gave me a hard ass rock, and all I can do is throw it at my neighbor and possibly kill him, which is okay because he still calls the police on me when I drain my damn pool. And I don't have an HOA. This is some bullshit. But that's completely unrelated. Crackle Barrel is in the news cycle once more again, and they've already responded to it just now. So we're going to take a gander at it, and I want your opinion. And also, some other things are happening right now. They put out a pretty interesting video, and I'm going to cover all of it for you today because who gives a damn about formatting nor algorithms? I love you. Please like your boy's video, comment down below for the love of the algorithm, and subscribe if you have not. That's very important. I think you guys forgot. So if you guys haven't been following the news cycle lately, or maybe you just haven't left your house or turned on the power in about 6 days, a pretty insane tragedy happened with Charlie Kirk being assassinated in Utah by an absolute lunatic. And it's been terrible to watch, terrible to go through, terrible to experience for a lot of people. Just that who really loved Charlie, loved his work, or maybe they just listened to Charlie. I know people that don't even like Charlie that are devastated by this, and because they also enjoyed listening to what he had to say, even if they disagreed. And I think that's very important, but that's unrelated. Crackle Barrel was also under fire for a similar thing. So here's what happened. It says, meet Max Mariucci. That's his name, Mariucci, I think. Meet Max Mariucci, an employee at Crackle Barrel's Old Country store from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a fair warning here. Everybody celebrating Charlie Kirk's death deserves to be fired. If they're doing it in a public manner on social media and they're gleeful and they're laughing about it, I don't really know how to say this any other way, but I think you're a psycho. I can't fathom why people are celebrating and how they are. I didn't agree with 90, probably 80% of what Charlie said. And I still just don't understand the cheering on death. I guess we're just so desensitized as a society. Damn you, faces of death. So like, if you know, you know. But fair warning, everybody celebrating this looks exactly the same. And I don't really understand the correlation. It says on Facebook, Mariucci mocked Charlie Kirk's assassination, posting a meme of the Krusty the Clown laughing with the caption, "Charlie Kirk's dead, goofy laugh." This is who Crackle Barrel Old Country Store has representing their brand. This is the guy right here. And look, he looks exactly like the guy that would say this. I mean, look, let's be fair. That looks like a guy that would cheer about somebody else being murdered or assassinated, if you will. Very soft features, skinny fat, fashion trends of a 12-year-old in 1999. Probably has an IQ of a shriveled raisin. And I can spot people like that because I also have the IQ of a shriveled raisin. We can see each other. Says Charlie Kirk's dead, give you laugh. Somebody commented actually and said, be careful. People are going to piss and moan at you for not being sad about the death of an evil man. People are going to piss and moan. See, this is the issue, man, is people conflate two different things. And that's what's so frustrating. This is what's radicalizing people. Here's the issue. No one is asking you to be sad about what occurred. No one is asking you to make a statement or be sad at all about it. No one. Okay. I know people that don't even know who he was and haven't been following it. That is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure there's issues that are happening right now that I don't know about and I'm not posting about, nor do I care. Now, here's the issue. Once you go to a public forum and you celebrate it, okay, then everything changes. Celebrating it is not being sad about it. No one's asking you to be sad about it. Okay? Celebrating it is the complete opposite. Therefore, it's going to have the expected reaction from folks that care about it. Okay? You're not being asked to be sad. You're asked to either, if you're not worried about it, you don't care, then you just go on with your life and that's it. But when you start to gleefully dance and celebrate it, that's when you're going to have repercussions. Okay. As people have liked to say for the last 10 years during cancel culture, the precedents that they set, it is freedom of speech, not freedom of consequences, which everybody's experiencing right now. The only difference is liking a tweet in 2012 of a meme was getting people fired in 2020, and a meme that's not even offensive. And you would get fired for that in 2020. Celebrating somebody's brutal murder and saying that you loved watching them bleed out on your social media, you said those words, that's a little different. You're kind of a psycho. Let's be completely fair. And I know a lot of people are about to go to the comments right now and be like, "Ah, he was hateful." Yeah, I get it. I get it. I've already seen all the three narrative choices on Twitter. I've seen all three of them. So you don't have to repeat them in the comments because you don't have an individualistic thought. You just see something posted and you're like, I'm going to repeat that to everybody as if it's my own individual thought. I'm such a smart person. I get it. I totally understand. All right. So you don't have to repeat it. I've heard it. But that's not all. Crackle Barrel has made a statement about this. It says, we are aware of social media posts by an alleged employee of Crackle Barrel. Ooh. We want to be clear. The individual in question is not and has never been an employee of Crackle Barrel, which is interesting. It says, in fact, the individual himself acknowledged this directly in a reply beneath his post. Ooh, rest in peace. Imagine being Crackle Barrel. You're just in the middle of this getting slapped around. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like you went to a cockfight and accidentally fell into the ring and the chickens start beating your ass. You're like, I'm not even supposed to be here. Our hearts go out to the Kirk family and everyone affected by this tragedy. Crackle Barrel is not going to make any more mistakes going forward, by the way. This is exactly what they had to say. They're not going to make any more mistakes. They are on a tight ship. Now, the fact that they haven't fired the CEO is beyond me. Now, look, I understand that maybe you can't fire her, but you can pay her to resign. And I would just bite the bullet. You already spent $700 million on her ideas to change the entire company to like a live, laugh, love 2010, like white lady's house. Didn't work, obviously. Maybe just bite the bullet and pay her $100 million to step down. That's what I would do. But I digress. Here's a video they put out. Look at this beautiful video. You see how they have their new logo up there? That some bitch didn't even get dust on it. They didn't even get dust on that sign. They took that bastard down. It's still shiny. Look at that. It's still shiny as hell because it was only up for a couple days. And they're putting old Uncle Herschel back up back in his rightful spot where he should be. And they're taking down the weird ass. Like, what is this? What is these tin cans sideways and standing up? You know what I'm saying? It's like a lady that thinks she's an interior decorator, but it turns out she's not. But also, she wants you to hire her to decorate everybody, and also she wants to plan your friends' weddings, even though she has no experience or nor knows what she's doing. We all know the lady. It's back to normal. They're trying real hard, bro. The unfortunate truth, though, is they're having to eat nearly $1 billion after this whole fiasco. It's very sad. Very sad for them. Not for us. We get to just enjoy it and laugh because I could have told you, look, Crackle Barrel hadn't even paid me no money. Crackle Barrel could have paid me literally $1 million, which is obviously nothing to them. and they'd have been like, hey, Cody, what should we do? And I'd be like, make your food better, lean out other things, pick up things that have more profit margin, and become a staple of social media commentary. Okay. Get your social media person. Let them go a little buck wild, start roasting other companies, get a little bit of media attention that way. That's how you come back from the dead. You have to get a lot of older people just don't understand the online presence and what it means. It just means a lot. When I see Wendy's roasting like McDonald's on Twitter, dude, I'll live for that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the point, right? Throwing away $1 billion. Probably not the best option that they had on the table, but it's fine.